Magandang hapon po. This is Trixie Angeles and I am for the Facebook page Luminous. Na a few months ago, naaresto si Mark Anthony Fernandez in possession of 1 kilo of marijuana. At kapag kasi 1 kilo or more ng marijuana, ang presumption po nito ay trafficking in prohibited substances, in illegal drugs. Kung kaya't hindi na entitled sa bail si Mr. Fernandez. In the course of yung paglilitis niya, very recently, napawalang sala siya based on the concept of chain of custody or chain of evidence na tinatawag. Ayon sa judge, hindi nabali daw ng mga pulis, arresting officers, or custodians ng evidence ang chain of custody of evidence. Ano po ito? Ang chain of custody of evidence, ang pagka-document at pagkasunod-sunod na transfers ng ebidensya from one hand to another, from one official hand to the other. Dino-document po ito at sinusundan po ito. Bakit? In a case like drugs, ang pinakamahalagang ebidensya, in fact, yung body of the crime, yung droga mismo. Diba? Ngayon, kapag nakuha ng pulis yan, he has to guarantee na it is those drugs na ipipresenta doon sa judge pagka nilitis yung kaso. So, kailangan ma-document mo na yun mismong ebidensya na prinisenta sa paglilitis ay yun mismong ebidensya na nakuha during the arrest. So, para mag-guarantee yun, sinusunod-sunod natin. Pag nakuha ng pulis, documented yung arrest, nililista yan. Mamarkahin nila. Minsan, kung maliit, halimbawa, shabu, nilalagay nila yan sa either paper bag or plastic container, tapos mamarkahan ng pulis, pipirmahan niya yan. Tapos lalagyan niya ng date. Dali niya yan. Normally, yung arresting officer, yung primary person na merong custody ng ebidensya na yan. Tapos, kung kailangan niyang ilipat, halimbawa, kailangan, dadalhin po kasi yan sa evidence custodian doon sa police station. Ito turn over niya yon. So, yung custodian ng ebidensya, ire-record yan, ilalogbook yan. Tapos, lalagyan din niya ng marka mismo yung package na kung saan nilagay yung ebidensya. Lalagyan din niya ng date at ng signature niya. Tapos, itatabi yan. Ibig sabihin yon, nandun yon sa possession ng evidence custodian. Kung doon pupunta. Sometimes, dinadala kung bukas ang lab, dadalhin na po yon sa lab. So, pagdating naman sa lab, ito turn over ng police, ganun din ang gagawin ng laboratory technicians. I-receive nila, i-document nila, pipirmahan nila yung original package. Lalabas nila, te-testingin nila. After testing, babalik nila dun sa package, i-document nila yung results nila, tapos isusoli yan either dun sa police o yung police dadalhin niya rin sa evidence custodian. Iba-iba rin yan eh. So, yung police, siyang magdadala nito sa court para ipresenta sa paglilitis. Or, minsan, sa pagpresenta doon sa inquest. Kasi, para maging legal yung pag-aaresto ng suspect, dadaan yan sa inquest. Ang inquest ay isang probable cause hearing. So, si Mark Anthony, after inaresto siya, dinala siya sa harap ng piskal, prinisenta ng pulis yung ebidensya, yung report nila, yung arrest, affidavit nila, at sinabi ng piskal, sige, may probable cause ito, dadalhin yan sa court. Okay, so ganun ang nangyari, kaya siya nakulong at nag-umpisa ang paglilitis. Naglalaro yung dogs. So, during the presentation of evidence, tatanungin yan dun sa arresting officer, dun sa person na nagpupresenta ng droga. Okay, itong droga na to, is this the same that marijuana brick kasi yung kanya, that you took from the accused, Mark Anthony Fernandez, on the day of his arrest? Yes, sir. Gaganon yung police. Tapos, how can you prove this? That is my signature on the bag, etc. So, papatunayan na ilalakarin niya ng piskal. Papakwento niya dun sa pulis lahat ng mga turnovers na yan. Obviously, dito sa kaso na yan, na ito, nabali yung mga turnovers. Ngayon, bakit mahalaga na hindi mabali yung turnover na yan? Kasi kung yung droga na prinisinta sa korte, hindi mo mapatunayan na yun yung droga na nahuli, wala kang napatunayan. Kasi, maaari kang magpresenta ng kahit anong droga. But it's not enough eh. Kailangan yung droga na prinisinta mo, yung droga na nahuli sa kanya, otherwise, he did not commit a crime. Or at least, you cannot prove na nakomit niya yung crime. Okay? Bakit mahalaga? Naiintindihan ko na maraming nagagalit dahil na-absuelto si Mark Anthony. Ang isang dahilan na ito, kasi nung naaresto siya, umamin siya na oo, may dala siya, pero nagagawa siya ng excuses. Sinasabi niya, medicinal purposes. Alam naman natin na hindi totoo yan. Alam natin yon. Pero, if it had ended there, tapos buo yung chain of custody of evidence, wala naman tayong magiging issue. Ngayon, nagkaka-issue. Bakit? Kasi, kunwari, kahit may admission siya, na may dala siyang marijuana at sinasabi niyang for medicinal purposes, kung hindi natin mapatunayan, yung marijuana na yon ay yun yung nakuha sa kanya, then there is no body of evidence. Paano natin, ang ibang example nito ganito, naaalala niyo si Pangulo, nung umamin siya, meron daw instance na sinabi niyang nakapatay daw siya o may pinatay siya. Bakit hindi nahahabla ang ating Pangulo kahit sabihin niya yon? Kahit sabihin niya na marami akong pinatay, bakit hindi siya nahahabla? Because there are no bodies. So in this case, kahit sabihin ko na rin ng isang akusado, oo, may dala akong marijuana, pero hindi mo mapatunayan yung marijuana na yon, yung existence ng marijuana dahil hindi mo nahuli, wala pa rin crime. Ba? So, in this case, nung nabali yung chain of evidence, hindi ngayon malalaman kung yung prinisenta dun sa judge is the same that he was caught with. Assuming, and the judge cannot assume that he was caught with anything kasi nga, bali yung chain of evidence. Sabihin ng judge, malay ko ba na hinugot nyo lang to dun sa evidence custodian at prinisenta ninyo? Malay ko ba na yung ebidensya na yan was already existing in the hands of the police? Or in the police station, or from someone else, at yun yung pinag-testing. Okay? So, di ba laganap ang mga akusasyon sa ibang mga pulis na nagtatanim sila ng ebidensya? Para ma-prevent ito, yun nga, nire-require yung custody of evidence. So, dino-document yan. Mayroon nagtanong, hindi po pwede picturean yun. Oo, pwede. In fact, pinicturean yan, I'm sure, kasi standard operating procedure yan. So, kinunan sigurado yan ng picture nung nahuli si Mark Anthony. Pero, may picture man sila nun, hindi pa rin yun enough proof that the evidence, that picture represents the same brick of marijuana that was presented to the judge. Okay, ang daming nagsasabi, technicality. Hindi po ito technicality. Imagine nyo lang po, kung hinuli kayo, dinala kayo sa stasyon, tapos wala kayong nalang kahit anong droga, pero may produce sa court. At sinabi ng pulis, ito yung nahuli namin sa kanya. Walang chain of evidence. And you want the judge to accept that? Ibig sabihin, that's even worse than planting. Kasi yung planting, pwede ka pang mag-establish kahit paano ng chain of evidence. Pero yung bigla na lang may magically mapoproduce na drugs dun sa harap ng judge sa paglilitis nyo, can mean that any person can now go to jail for drugs because somebody produced evidence in court without having to prove that it was in your possession. Okay? Mahalaga yon na napapatunayan na nasa possession ng akusado. Ngayon, nakiintindihan ko na maraming galit at sinasabi nila, pera ang umiral dito. O sinasabi nila, may binayaran, yung judge, yung police, yung kahit sino naman. Tandaan po natin, meron tinatawag na presumption of innocence. So, until meron tayong patunay na meron binayaran dito, it would be unfair to say that. However, may administrative liability ang mga pulis dito kung kasuhan sila ng kanilang mga superiors. Pag kinasuhan sila, iimbestigahan yan. So, dalawa yung magiging basis for the investigation. Either sinadya nilang baliin yung chain of evidence, which implies corruption, or negligent sila. Or worse, tatanga-tanga. Which is rare. Pero, assuming na ganun nga, for instance, they did not understand yung chain of custody of evidence, then, then it is a form of negligence because he should have known. The police should have known. On the other hand, kung meron namang negligence, in other words, ay naku, pagod na ako, lagay ko na lang muna to sa desk ko, ilalak ko naman, sasabihin ng police, bali pa rin yung chain of evidence because there was a time when it was not in his possession. Okay? Ibig sabihin, pag nalingat ka, pag lumayo yan sa paningin mo at hindi mo yan tinurn over sa ibang accountable officer, bali na yung chain of evidence mo. So, let's say nagka-raid ng 2 ng umaga, sarado ang lab, di ka makapagpapadalan sa lab. Sarado yung evidence locker, evidence custodian. The police officer has to keep it with him para buo pa rin yung chain of evidence. Ngayon, ang problema niyan is pagka umuwi siya, dala-dala niya yon. Kasi bawal niyang dalhin yan out of the station. Kailangan i-safeguard niya yan. So, yung police hindi uuwi. Okay? Or ideally, hindi siya dapat umuwi. Diba? So, what if naman tinurn over ng police, let's say sa evidence custodian? Yung evidence custodian, parating may tao doon. So, pwede nilang i-assume that it is continuously in the possession of an accountable person. At hindi yan nagagalaw. Nila-locker kasi yan. So, at least yun, pwedeng mawala sa paningin ng evidence custodian kasi naka-safeguard yan, naka-lock yan. Usually, naka-cabinet yan at naka-lock. Tapos, lahat ng evidence tino-turn over dun sa incoming custodian every time nagbabago yung naka-duty. Okay. Minsan, so, from the evidence custodian, kukunin na naman ng pulis. Minsan, dadalhin yan sa lab. Kung yung lab naman, ang hindi nag-safeguard ng ebidensya, bali pa rin yung chain of evidence. So, number 1, na hindi natin pwedeng i-presume, hindi natin parati i-presume na yung police yung nag-break ng chain of evidence or chain of custody. Kasi, tino-turn over nga nila. And then, after that, it's turned over to somebody else. So, hindi lang police ang may hawak ng ebidensya na ito. Second, hindi natin pwede i-assume na bayad ang judge kasi yung prinsipyo ng chain of custody or chain of evidence is well established in Philippine law. Hindi lang yon, hindi lang tayo yung legal jurisdiction na nag-uphold ng ganitong prinsipyo. So this is well established even in other jurisdictions. Besides, may practical implications nga. It prevents planting of evidence or surprise evidence na sa court mo na nakita na, uy, may droga pala dito, yung pala yung charge sa'yo. Diba? It prevents anomalous presentations of evidence. Okay? Third, tatandaan natin kasi na in a criminal case, the presumption is always of innocence. And yung mga state agents, like the prosecutors, the police, the lab technicians, etc., ang obligation po nila is to overcome the presumption of innocence. And in a criminal case, dahil maaaring makulong ka ng habang buhay, lalong-lalo na sa droga, kailangan matindi ang ebidensya. At kailangan masinop ka sa pangangalaga ng ebidensya na ito. Otherwise, yung presumption of innocence ang iiral. So, sabi ni Orlando, attorney, iba kasi yung kay Mark sa sinasabi ng Pangulo. Huli sa akto yun, tapos inamin pa niya na may droga. Siya, siguro attorney, itong dahilan kung bakit may kababayan natin na namundok dahil hindi patas ang batas. Oy, hindi mo masasabing hindi patas ang batas dahil dyan. Okay? First of all, may prinsipyo nga. Unang-una, yung presumption of evidence. Second, yung kailangan mo na meron kang matinding ebidensya and evidence of the thing itself. Kahit nga umamin ka, kung wala yung thing itself, walang magagawa. Wala kang droga eh. Walang droga. Yung crime is the possession of the drug. What will you be in possession of? What would you be selling if there is no drug that you can prove? Diba? How do we even know that he just got confused and the police put it in there? Or we don't know. The fact is that it wasn't enough. The evidence, once you're tainted by the broken chain of custody, means that you have to be let go. There is the presumption of innocence. Okay? Alam kong galit kayo, pero hindi ko maaaring sabihin na hindi patas ang laban dito. Hindi ko rin kayang sabihin without any evidence that there is anything na sinadya or merong binayaran dito. This is unfair. Alam nyo, ang mga pulis, ang mga judge natin, they work very, very hard. Alam nyo kung magkailan ang caseloads ng ibang mga judges. They hear thousands of cases. And they are not paid all that well. Okay? Plus, they are required to study and they are required to have an excellent grasp of the law. So, ang taas ng pinag-aralan mo, super overworked ka, tapos sasabihan pa natin na bayad siya. That is unfair. Especially kung sasabihin nyo siyang bayad siya, samantalang may dahilan at maliwanag yung dahilan ng judge kung bakit napakawalan si Mark Anthony Fernandez. Kung wala sana, alam nyo, kung sinabi sana, oo, may droga nga yan, pero it's not enough evidence, dyan sasabihin ko bayad ang judge. Kasi 1 kilo ng marijuana ang nahanap sa kanya, not enough. Diba? Kung sinabi rin ng judge na, possession lang ito, time served, alis ka na. Hindi rin pwede, kasi maliwanag ang batas na 1 kilo or more ng marijuana, may presumption na selling na yan. Kasi what would you do with 1 kilo? You can't smoke that all, especially isa ka lang. So, I think that it is really unfair for us to assume that there was some wrongdoing here. But, I'm not saying na hindi ko naiintindihan yung pakiramdam ninyo. In fact, nung nahuli si Mark Anthony, I actually felt na tapos na ang buhay nitong batang to. Kasi 1 kilo of marijuana, tumakbo pa siya. Kung akong nagko-prosecute niyan, ay good luck. At kung akong nagko-prosecute niyan, hinaras ko yung mga pulis araw-araw to make sure na fully documented yung chain of custody na yan. Is this a technicality? No, it is not. Kasi it goes back into the requirement of proof. And the heaviest proof in a crime of possession or selling is the actual drug itself. Kung hindi mo matunayan na yung drug na pinipresenta mo sa court is the same that you caught on the guy, again, where is your corpus delicti? Where is the evidence of the crime? Okay? Money talks, unfair talaga, money talks. Saan kayo nakakita ng pera? Saan niya sinasabi? If there was no legal justification, sabihin yung may pera. Pero meron eh. May prinsipyo ng chain of custody. And if you think the chain of custody is unimportant, then I hope that you don't ever go to court for something that needs that. The chain of custody principle protects the innocent. Okay, tatandaan ninyo, hindi tayo naglilitis ng mga guilty lang. Minsan, merong mga nasasabak, meron na papasok, meron nalilitis na inosente. At yung mga ganitong rules ang nagpoprotekta para sa mga yon. Remember that the rules are put into place to make sure that the state does not overstep its bounds. Bakit? Ganito yon. Pag ikaw ay isang akusado, ang kalaban mo isang buong estado, pulis, piskal, laboratory, presumptions. Ikaw ang hinahandcuff. Nag-iisa ka. And minsan, kayo lang ng abogado mo ang magkakampi. Kasi, ganito nga nangyayari, nagkakamob. Nagkakaroon lahat ng tao tinitingnan, ay, na-arresto yan para sa droga, guilty yan. But you know that's not true. Diba? And so you need these principles. You need some of these rules to stand in the way, to protect you so that the state does not become more powerful so that it will crush you. Yeah. Kaya meron bahagi ng ating konstitusyon na tinatawag na Bill of Rights. At yung Bill of Rights na yon ang nagpipigil sa estado from becoming too powerful so that hindi na napoprotektahan ng individual. Kasi yung pag nag-iisa ka at kalaban mo yung machinery ng gobyerno, nakakatakot yon. Kaya ginawa ng ating saligang batas na merong mga Bill of Rights at merong mga prinsipyo katulad ng chain of custody or chain of evidence. Ngayon, we get impatient at nakikita natin, alam natin guilty to. Alam niyo sa totoo lang, kahit ako, we know this guy is getting off. Okay? He got extremely lucky. And I hope he doesn't let go of this new chance on life. He got lucky today, or yesterday, sorry. He got lucky. But, it is better than as sinabi ko dati na to, sinasabi natin paulit-ulit, mas mabuti pang magpakawala tayo ng 10 na guilty kaysa magpakulong tayo ng isang inosente. Kaya po, ganyan ang rules. Oo. Kasi kung ikaw yung inosente na nakulong, papayag ka ba nun? Sa tingin mo, tama yun na inosente ka at makukulong ka. Di bali nang makapakawala ng 10 guilty. Yung inosente, yun ang pinakakawawa kapag napakulong mo yan. Pagka nakulong yan. Ngayon, ang daming nagsasabi, money talks. Alam nyo, agree naman ako dyan. Hindi ko sinasabing hindi totoo yan. Kasi alam ko yan, totoo yan. Lalong-lalo na dito sa dating administrasyon. Maraming mga kaso na sinumbong sa akin na mga may kaya, mga nasa poder, mga kaya nilang bulungan, yung mga opisyales ng ilang mga ahensya, kaya hindi sila naaaresto, ganun. Yung mga tipong kaya pa nilang magsabi ng, kilala niyo ba ako? Si si ganito ako, si ganyan ako. Tama kayo, umiiral minsan ang power. Tama kayo, minsan umiiral ang pera. Pero, kailangan pagdating sa harap ng hukuman, pantay-pantay tayo. Kaya hindi rin dapat tayo nagagalit pagka merong sinasabing mga technicality. Kasi this works in favor of the innocent. Sometimes, it works in favor of the powerful and the guilty. But I would rather make sure that the innocent are protected and we can take care of the guilty some other way. I'm not saying some other illegal way, ha? But eventually, these things do tend to catch up on people. Ngayon, sana si Mark Anthony Fernandez, kung makaabot man ito sa kanya, you have gotten very lucky. And I hope you do not waste this chance. I don't think that you can, assuming natin that something anomalous happened. Assume natin na may nagkabayaran. Assume natin na merong illegal dito. Mark Anthony Fernandez, you will not be able to do this again. I assure you. Kasi the law will catch up on you. Yung mga nagsasabing magaling ang lawyers niya, I don't know his lawyers, eh. Sometimes magaling yung lawyers, sometimes mahina yung prosecutor, sometimes mahina yung police. So, there are different reasons for winning. My point here is this. Mark Anthony may have gotten away today, and we will respect the findings of the court. Pero naman, PNP, siguro naman you can keep him on your watch list and make sure he stays a good boy. Sobrang lucky niya talaga, totoo yan. Kasi good faith tayo, sinasabi nating lucky siya. Kasi wala pa tayong nakikitang ebidensya of any criminal activity pertaining to his acquittal. And i-assume natin yan. Sabi ni Marlene, gusto ko yung color ng t-shirt no? Okay. Puba, salamat po, may explanation. Okay, sabi ni Daisy, Mark could get away with this one, but not the eyes of God. Tamang karma siya. Sabi ni Bench Fernandez, dapat 24/7 duty lahat ng mga tao sa chain of custody. Kapag may pumalpak, puputulan ng title. Actually, yung mga police dito, I have no doubts na they will undergo an administrative proceeding. I-determine kung negligence ito or sinadya nila. Dun sa mga galit na nakalabas siya, naiintindihan ko yung galit niyo. Sobra kong naiintindihan yung galit niyo. Kaya nga, wag sanang aksayahin. Sorry, si Harry yun, tumakbo. Wag sanang aksayahin ni Mark Anthony yung pagkakataon niya. Yung pagkakataon niya na magbagong buhay. Yung mga nagsasabi, Atty.Trixie, thank you sa explanation. Okay. Yung mga nagsasabing pwede pa bang ihabol, hindi na po. Remember, dumaan na siya sa paglilitis. So, pagdaan niya sa paglilitis, may jeopardy na. Hindi na pwedeng i-refile itong kaso na to dahil double jeopardy na po yon. Sabi ni Liza K, pero attorney close-minded po yung ibang mga tao doon. Hindi ko na nakita yung kasunod nun. Pakiulit, Liza May. Sabi ni Bill Sog Batak, selling, buying, using, snorting, whatever. Ay, hindi ko na nakita. Teka, hanapin ko dito. So, yung mga tanong ninyo, pwede na po. Yung mga nagsasabing, pera-pera lang ito, naiintindihan ko po yung damdamin ninyo. Pero hindi ko masasabing may nakikita akong ebidensya of that. Sabi ni Jeffrey, humingi ng pasensya, maraming mangmang sa batas. Hindi ko naman masasabing mangmang kasi nga hindi naman common knowledge po yung batas, kaya nga po ito pinag-aaralan. Kaya nga po nagla-live tayo para mapaliwanagan ito, mapaliwanag yung mga, kung ano nangyari dito, dun sa ating mga mamamayan. Para rin hindi nila iisipin na como ba't sikat si Mark Anthony, ay napakawala siya. Mayroon pong dahilan, mayroon pong prinsipyo na umiral dito. I'm not saying prinsipyo ng tao, pero legal principle. At yun po ang dahilan kung bakit po siya napakawalan. Kung wala po sanang ganon, at napakawalan rin siya, kung hindi po matibay yung reasoning ng ating judge dito, then kahit ako sasabihin ko, teka muna, nagkabayaran na dito, may ebidensya na po yun. So, attorney, paano daw? Bilis na comments niyo, dahan-dahan. Sabi ng iba, baka matokhang siya. Huwag naman po tayong ganyan. Hindi po tayo dapat naghihikayat ng violence against any other person. Kasi nga, ayaw natin mangyari yan sa atin. So, huwag natin hihingin na mangyari dun sa ibang tao, masama man sila, ang ayaw natin mangyari sa atin. Ang hilingin natin, katarungan. So that there will not be a next time, or that if there is a next time, he gets the full force of the law. Sabi ni Jerome, kung ganyan, attorney, marami na rin po palang mga custodians na yumayaman. Again, hindi ko po i-assume yan. Alam niyo kung bakit? Kasi marami akong kilalang pulis na straight. At kapag sinasabi natin, yung mga custodians kasi pulis din yan, pagka sinasabi natin na gano'n na, ay, may nabayaran na pulis dyan, lahat sila kasi naaapektuhan. Lahat sila parang inakusahan na natin. Gusto ko kung mag-aakusa tayo, yung specific. Hindi yung lahat ng pulis ganyan. Kasi alam natin, hindi naman lahat ng pulis masama. Alam natin na marami sa ating mga kapulisan, sa ating pulis, ay hardworking at matitino. In fact, I would even say majority. Pero grabe yung kokonting tiwali dyan. I swear, they ruin the reputation of the entire PNP. Alam nyo, if there's 100 cops, tapos 2 kurakot, yung 100 na yon matitaint. Yung 100 na yon will have to suffer the bad reputation that only 2 help generate. Nagtatanong kung naniniwala ba akong guilty siya? Ako, I think so, yes. But, in the eyes of the law, he is innocent. So, at magagalit ba ako? Hindi ako magagalit. Because sometimes, it isn't about whether you're guilty or not. It's about what you can prove. Why? As I said, it is important that the innocent don't go to jail. Okay? That the innocent are not detained, that the innocent are not punished. While I think that we have to tighten the knowledge of our police, kailangan siguro pinupukpok sa kanila. Pero alam nyo, I've worked with police. And they know this. So, gusto kong makita yung outcome ng administrative case na ipapataw dito sa mga pulis na nag-break ng chain of custody. Bakit kaya kaso ni Mark mabilis yung iba inaabot ng 6 months? Teka, kailan ba yung kaso ni Mark Anthony? Check natin ha. Inaresto siya October 3, 2016. That's over a year ago. Hindi yan 6 months. So, mukha lang mabilis. Pero naka 1 year na siya. Sabi ni Ruan Villegas, sino po mag-review sa decision ng judge? Hindi po kasi maa-appeal ang kaso na ito. Pag in-appeal po ito, magiging double jeopardy po siya. So, maaari pong i-review yung judgment dito, yung resolution o yung actions ng judge ng ating court administrator para imbestigahan kung meron pong anomalya dito. Pero hindi po wala pong presumption na may anomalya dito simply because na-acquit si Mark Anthony. Okay? You have to have more para po maimbestigahan yung judge. Sabi ni Christine Joy, no inquest, ma'am, not the whole case. Sorry, I don't think I understand your question. Sabi ni Marlene Rose Mangadi, hate the sin but not the sinner. I believe talaga yung namamatay lumaban. Or may pulis po talagang pasaway din. Si Robin Padilla nga nakulong, di ba? Opo, and Robin Padilla was arrested for illegal possession of firearms. Ang ayoko lang noon dun sa kaso ni Robin Padilla is that they changed the law. At the time nung inaresto si Dino, ang illegal possession of firearms, ang haba ng penalty. While he was serving his sentence, binago po ng Congress yung batas at binabaan yung penalty. I'm not sure natuwa ako doon. On the other hand, I think na it's kind of fair because sometimes there are reasons. Yung meron tinatawag na constructive possession at may mga instances na talagang the gun is in your house and it's not yours. Josephine Velasco says, Sir Shorari, hindi nga hindi ka na pwede pumunta sa higher court. Madjo-jeopardize. May jeopardy na. Once acquitted, that is it. That is the end of the case. No appeals for that case. Okay? None. Kasi, explain ko lang yung double jeopardy. You cannot be put in jeopardy twice or more than once for the same crime. Once you're acquitted, you cannot be brought back to court and then found guilty. Diba na-jeopardize ka na eh. Parang paulit-ulit, tinutuldo ka niyan. And criminal cases are very stressful. Sabi ni Arvin Jimenez, wala po bang lapse? Gaano po katagal ang duration ng chain of custody? What do you mean duration? They all turned over right away. Di ba in flagrante delicto? Kaya nga siya inaresto because he was in possession of it. That is not the problem. The problem is proving it. Because even if ganito yan, kahit harap-harapan, nag-commit ako ng crime, let's say, wag ako, let's say, person A stabs person B on the street. Kita ng lahat ng tao, or kita ng pulis, harap ng pulis nangyari, aresto, dahil sa ospital yung isa, namatay. Kulong yung isa. Sa tingin mo, hindi na magko-court yan? Magko-court pa rin yan. Dadaan pa rin yan sa paglilitis. At kung walang walang maka-identify dun sa taong sumaksak, paano kung walang witnesses na dumating? Paano kung walang tumistigo na person A is the one who stabbed person B, person A can still go free? Do you understand? That even if a crime is committed in full view, but there is no witness that comes forward, then that person can still get free? But this isn't supposed to make you feel that the law isn't working. The law is working, but it's working because you have to protect the innocent. You make it difficult to put the innocent in jail. Unfortunately, it also becomes just as difficult to put the guilty sometimes, 'di ba, in jail. So naiintindihan ko yung frustration ninyo. Pero we want things faster. We want things better, and we want these goddamn criminals in jail. But we cannot do this at the expense of innocent people. Sabi ni Joey Nicolas Parco, if new evidence is found, hindi na ba double jeopardy yun? Only if the person has been convicted and there is new evidence to acquit him. Double jeopardy pa rin, even if you find new evidence later on proving guilt. Okay? Ano pa? Sabi ni Cyril, yun nga yung purpose ng live natin is the chain of custody. Attorney, di ba yung flagrante? No, I saw this. Sabi ni Longino Salvador, tama attorney, buti nag-live ka tungkol sa kaso ni Mark kasi maraming gawing issue na naman yan ng mga dilawan, na yan ang gobyerno ni Duterte, etc. etc. Opo. In fact, itong kaso ni Mark Anthony proves that this administration is fair. Diba? It would have been major points for the president to have put somebody as high profile as Mark Anthony Fernandez and have him convicted for life and put him in jail for life. It would work so well. Sana for the war on drugs. It does not, it's terrible. But if you're going to be fair, then you have to observe all of the rules, including the chain of custody of evidence. Yes, kahit akong masama ang loob ko. This guy was caught with marijuana. So I think it is sloppy handling of evidence. But yun nga, like I said, I don't want to accuse the officers directly because I don't know yet how they supposedly mishandled this evidence. Sabi ni Christine Rufino, ma'am, normal ba na inaabot ng 6 months ang kasong ganito bago i-arraign ang isang akusado? Arraign. Depende po yan. Kasi meron tayong tinatawag na pre-arraignment remedies. Halimbawa, na-aresto ka, pero gusto nating i-challenge yung inquest, questionin yung inquest. Habang kini-question yon, yung finding of probable cause, pwedeng up to 6 months bago i-arraign. So, normal? Well, depends. Kung ano yung ginawa ng abogado para ma-delay yung arraignment. Oy, sino yung nagsabing car chase should be guilty? Pwede ba? Singular evidence, guilty dahil may car chase? Si naaalala nyo? O.J. Simpson, car chase. Guilty ba siya? Was he found guilty? Yun. It was his house, it was his wife, blood all over the place, nagsiselos siya kay Mrs., etc. Dami-daming ebidensya. They acquitted him, even with a car chase. Even if he ran. It doesn't normally, kumbaga, one set of evidence will not normally just lead to a conviction. It will always be based on the other evidence that is being presented. In fact, sometimes, and when it is the important evidence here that you can taint, then it automatically results in an acquittal. Okay? Naiintindihan nyo na yung mga trabaho namin, mga defense counsels? Ganyan yan. Attorney, nag-positive ba sa drug test si Mark at that time? Yung kaso niya, nahulihan ng drugs sa sasakyan niya. Isn't enough na nahulihan ka and then positive ka. Magkaibang charge yun. There's illegal possession, there is selling, which is Section 5, and then there is drug use. So those are 3 different charges. Hindi ko alam kung nag-positive siya sa drug use dahil normally tinetesting yan. So, if there is no charge for drug use, then I will assume that he did not test positive at the time. But that doesn't mean he wasn't using drugs. The law will just presume that. Kasi 24 hours lang for marijuana to leave your system. Okay? Second, the illegal possession is absorbed in the selling. Okay? Sabi ni Agi Cabaluna, mahirap talaga mag-convict ng kriminal. Kailangan mo ng testigo at sangkatutak na ebidensya at lalo na mapera ang kriminal. Ay! Diyan ako I'm really uncomfortable with that na pinipresume natin na umiira lang pera. I'm not saying that doesn't happen. It happens. But I don't want to presume it in a case even like this one. Kasi ang nasasaktan dito, yung mga taong yung mga police, yung mga people with a lot less influence. Attorney, sabi ni R.C. Terte, favorite ng ate ko yung presumed innocent until proven guilty. Pag yun ang sinabi niya, tahimik na ako. Huwag naman. Sabi ni Danilo Padriganda, dura lex sed lex. The law is harsh, but that is the law. Opo. But the law should be amended as society needs it. Okay? I have no doubts na dapat mag-review na rin siguro ang Kongreso dito sa kung ano yung requirements. But I think it's also should be very, very specific about the chain of evidence. Siguro dapat gawin nila na upon receipt, less than 24 hours must be turned over, ganito. I'm not sure yet how to fix this by law, but it should be addressed one way or another. And I agree with that. Sabi ni Abdullah Arnaldo, siste talaga ang problema natin, Atty.Trixie. Dapat talaga maging tapat at responsible tayo bawat obligasyon natin pasukin. Yes. But we also, the lesson here talaga is this, that sometimes people get away. Okay? Sometimes we have to let the guilty go to protect the innocent. And I think that is what happened here. That we upheld the rule in the custody or chain of evidence, in the chain of evidence or chain of custody, because we don't want at some future time some innocent person being brought to court and evidence is planted on him or completely manufactured and he is helpless against the agents of the state. Yun po ang lesson dito. Ngayon, yun nga, masama man ang loob natin na nakalabas si Mark Anthony Fernandez. We hope that he takes full use of this opportunity and leads a better life and stays away from crime. For all you know, baka makakontribute pa siya sa ating lipunan with his experience here. Also, I hope this is a learning experience for other law enforcement officers na mag-ingat naman po kayo dun sa ebidensya na hawak ninyo. It spells life or death. Well, life or life in prison. Diba? Sa evidence at witness lang naman nakasalalay ang acquittal, sabi ni Sam Apotinata, no? Kaya nga dapat talaga walang mishandling ng evidence at dapat di questionable ang credibility ng witnesses. Iba yung credibility, ha? Kasi po pwede siyang i-argue ng defense counsel. Malas niyo kung ako yung defense counsel. Loko lang, kayo naman. Thanks, Attorney. Hope Mark will get rid of illegal drugs. Kung totoo man, sabi ni Edmond Dantes. Sabi ni Daniel Reyes, Mary Jane lang kasi ang nakuha kaya ganyan ng hatol. Pero pag di artista, kahit Mary Jane, kulong pa rin. You know what? Siguro, factor din. Tama si Daniel, eh. Factor din siguro dito, yung fact na marijuana, yung drug in question. Alam nyo kung siya buto, I'm sure nag-ingat yung mga pulis. Or, kumbaga, kaya siguro, yung reaction ng iba isn't as bad kasi marijuana to. And even the president is considering having the law amendment, asking Congress to amend the law to include medical uses of marijuana. Hindi ako naniniwala na medical yung use ni Mark Anthony, ha? But to amend the law for medical uses of marijuana or regulated uses. Kasi nga, nagbabago na po yung studies on marijuana. Hindi na po siya kino-consider as much as a gateway drug as people used to think before. Sabi ni Ruan, dami na acquitted sa drug case yan sa custody of evidence sa drugs. Baka di ma-perfect yung pag-book ng evidence sa kapag-handle. Posible din po yun. Marami rin akong nakikita na-acquit based on chain of evidence or chain of custody. Meron akong kilala na nakapagpa-acquit kasi yung nahuling droga dun sa akusado ay hindi nakalist dun sa Dangerous Drugs Act. So, yung mga ganon, tama lahat ng ginawa ng pulis, pero yung findings ng lab ay, although malapit na malapit yung droga dun sa methamphetamine hydrochloride, dito sa variation of it, na hindi nakalist dun sa Dangerous Drugs Act. So, pwedeng ganun. So, I wouldn't be surprised kung marami nang nagmamanufacture ng even more dangerous drugs. Sabi ni Rasha Abu Dhabi, what's your general stand on marijuana? My general stand is that if there are proven medical uses for it and the evidence is coming in about it, then I think we should cautiously begin its legalization for restricted or regulated use. And if it can be proven that it is not a gateway drug, then for close monitoring until we can legalize it, if it can be legalized. Sabi ni Dij, hindi medical uses niya kasi parang nagmarijuana. So 50-50 siya sa shabu na pinanggalingan niya dati, kaya siya nag-rehab. Sinabi niya lang na medical use kasi ayaw niya mag-smoke dahil yun yung kinamatay ng papa niya. I didn't know that. Cancer, yung kinamatay ng father niya, di ba? Sabi ni Rod Rodriguez, would you defend Mark Anthony if you were his counsel? I don't speculate. Paano yan, attorney? Kakasuhan ba ang mga pulis na yan? Iimbestigahan sila, definitely. Ganyan talaga. Sa lahat ng mga findings, pagka may findings ang court about chain of custody, iimbestigahan po parati ang pulis. Requirement po yan. Wala na pong mabalitaan na taong nakapatay o ng gahasa dahil sa recreational use of marijuana. Ganun ba? Well, then, like I said, if we need more of the medical evidence, pero ang tingin ko, there's enough. May ilang states sa US na nag-legalize na po ng marijuana. Kung wala na pong mga tanong, then we will end this session. Naiintindihan ko po, ulitin natin, i-recap po natin. Ang chain of custody of evidence, sometimes called chain of custody or chain of evidence, ay yung pagkasunod-sunod na turnover ng ebidensya na nakuha sa isang suspect kapag siya ay naaaresto. Mahalaga po ang chain of custody na ito dahil ito ang nagpapatunay na ang pinipresentang droga doon sa korte ay yung droga po na nahuli sa kanya. Kapag wala po itong patunay na ganito, pag binali po yung chain of custody of evidence, then hindi mapapatunayan yung paghuli ng actual, yung krimen ng possession or selling ng droga. Kasi nga po, natitaint yung character ng evidence, yung pinipresenta sa court, hindi mo masasabing it is the same one that was caught on the person. And if it isn't the same one, then you have to be able to show the actual one. And if you cannot present the actual one, then the judge will presume that there was no actual one found in the possession of that person. Why is this necessary? Again, karamihan sa mga rules na ganito ng ating batas ay para protektahan ang mga inosente, para hindi po biglang magically nakakaproduce ng ebidensya na maaaring maging dahilan para makulong ng habang buhay ang isang tao. Lalong-lalo na kung inosente ang tao na yon. Ang prinsipyo sa ating batas, hindi bali ng 10 na guilty ang makawala, wag lang po mahatulan ng conviction ang isang inosente. Gayunpaman, kahit naniniwala tayo na guilty si Mark Anthony Fernandez dahil nga sa ating batas na nagpuprotekta sa mga inosente, sinuwerte siya ngayon. Huwag sana niyang pabayaan at ang pagkakataon nakuha niya, yung sobrang swerteng na danas niya dito. Huwag sana niyang pabayaan. At sa ating PNP, mahalaga po yata na ma-review ng ating mga operatives ang rules on the custody of evidence para hindi na po maulit ang ganito. Maraming salamat po sa lahat ng mga nakikinig. Dun sa hindi nag-share, kung maaari, i-share nyo na po. At dun sa mga nanonood po nito sa iba, na hindi sa Facebook, paki-follow na lang po Luminous by Trixie Cruz-Angeles sa Facebook at mag-subscribe dito para you can get notices of the next time we go live. Doon sa mga nanonood nito sa YouTube, mag-follow naman din po kayo and subscribe para hindi naman ako lugi dun sa mga nagda-download nito at nag-upload sa kanilang mga personal na channel sa YouTube. Maraming salamat po dun sa mga parating sumusubaybay. Maraming salamat po dun sa mga followers. Huwag niyo pong kakalimutan mag-follow dahil po sa Luminous meron tayong contest na namimigay po tayo ng mga mugs at iba pang prizes. Wala lang kasi Pasko at masaya tayo ngayon. Maraming salamat. I will see you again.